He pretty nice on the guitar.
Nice.
Man.
What kind of guitar you got?
Man, I got an acoustic with me today, but I play electric. You know,
Okay.
That's my specialty. You know, I play a little piano, a little bass, but guitar is my thing.
Okay.
You know, but I'm out here learning, man. So, you know, be happy to jam with you someday. You know, and just pick up some licks, man.
How long you been playing?
Since I was 12, so about like 12,
nice.
13 years now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
You good.
For a minute. But, you know, all YouTube, bro. That's really it. Like, all YouTube, and, you know, anytime I get next to another musician, I'll just be like, okay, what can you show me? I need to learn something new.
Right.
You know?
You ain't stealing my stuff. Nah.
I ain't about to steal your riff, nothing like that. But I'll be like, okay, cool. I see the way you approach it.
Kind of asking for permission, like,
Pull his hands up his sleeve. The whole show.
Like, oh,
Like,
yeah.
I got you, bro.
I'm gonna start performing your songs. I'll be like,
What kind of electric you play?
man, I had an Ibanez. That's really the one I loved. It had this, you know, the whammy bar setup. I would go crazy with it on some, like, you know, Joe Satriani type stuff. But I got a Squire right now that I picked up from like a friend of the family. He had it, and honestly, I've been loving it. It's like a Telecaster type, but you know, the Squire brand.
Okay.
You know,
I got you.
That's dope.
Yeah. What do you have?
I got I got a lot of guitars. I got my main one is a Strat.
Okay.
Okay. And, shoot, my homegirl Maya,
DP,
she just gave let me hold her Epiphone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I was wondering if you ever played like the Les Pauls or like the I don't know.
DP, you all wrestling moves.
Santana be playing the PRS.
I used to be have a PRS. I know a guy named. You like the PRS?
Yeah, because they like
No,
mad expensive, but they got this smooth. They got this smooth neck feel. You know what I mean? And I never owned one, but I just want to. One day I'll probably grab one.
Hey, tell him
I played one once and I felt it. I was like, oh, I like this. Like,
No, it said by the fool. We waiting on you. We about to go live.
Yeah,
on the
I'm
show.
talking about for the video
I had
show.
a PRS. I was actually like they were giving me.
Hey, y'all were live.
Oh, we live. We live. I gotta call
All
you back. All right.
Yeah.
That nigga called you.
Oh, we live.
Duncan Project, good stuff.
What's up, y'all? We live in this joint, man. What y'all on out there? Welcome to Mic Check Mondays, man. I got some special guests. We're gonna go around. My co-host. Y'all give it up for CharlieBereal. CharlieBereal.
What up? How y'all doing out there?
Man, what's new in the world with you, Charlie?
Man, just chilling, putting out more music. What I just do? Shoot, I ain't do nothing. Just putting out new music. Yeah, but I think of it, I say it. I can't even think of it right
Ain't
now.
nothing wrong. Did y'all catch the Judas and the Messiah?
Oh,
No,
excellent.
no.
Excellent movie to me.
Excellent. Y'all
I'd say
didn't
just
even
as far
say
as
it.
like movie composition goes, because I hated that Night in Miami film.
Right.
I couldn't take that one.
right.
But, I just couldn't take it. That's just me.
Why not?
Why not? I felt like they didn't really tap into like the historical depth of those figures. You know what I mean? Like they were real personalities, what they was really on. I felt like they kind of boiled each character down to like their little slogan. Like I felt like Muhammad Ali was kind of like a loudmouth the whole film.
Right.
You know what I mean? I felt like Sam Cooke didn't get his shine as like the real activist, prolific dude he was. You know what I mean? And I just, you know, it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit.
They made Sam Cooke seem like a little bit of a gangster. He was talking to Malcolm like he could whoop him. I was like, God, I don't know if Sam would have been talking to Malcolm like that. Man.
Right.
Maybe.
Possibly.
They say he was a big member of Muhammad Mosque 27 in L.A.
Oh, was
Sam
he?
Cooke, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Very frequent. They said he was very frequently. Actually, you should see the documentary they have on Netflix.
Okay.
Called The Two Killings of Sam Cooke. And they said he was there so much, they decided to open up an FBI record on him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, just because he was at Mosque 27 too much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, now I need to watch it. I had no idea. You know? But Judas and the Black Messiah, you liked it? You didn't see it?
I ain't see it.
Gotta see it so we can talk about it. You seen it? No?
No, I ain't seen it yet.
Yeah, you gotta catch that, man. It's a good film, man. Well, shit, I guess we can't talk about that.
Talk about it without spoiling it. You know, we'd be spoiling it for everybody.
So, Noy, we got Noy's project we debuting today. Noy, what we got on the line? Talk to us about this project.
This album is called 10. It's titled 10. The number 10. It's produced by CharlieBereal. I mean, it's a project. Really, I had to get what I had on, on my mind off. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really to impress nobody or nothing like that, man. It really helped me with my life, like my walk and everything.
What you mean by walk? What you talking about? You had a limp or something? I got a bad ankle. Okay, I created an album as therapy for my ankle.
Oh man,
That I produced.
you dropping Miracle Records. You got the Miracle Records coming out, man.
Miracle Records is the name of the record company.
And beats so I can hear your joints.
We create wellness records. They hear you.
wellness.
I can't walk. I can't crip off blood walk.
You got diabetes? Make 2 sounds. Get rid of diabetes just like that. You got a headache, nigga? Write a 16, nigga.
Right.
Right, 16.
Make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Mic Check Mondays. If you got an album you want to debut, you could debut it right here in front of some musical geniuses, man. Talk about it. So what? So this album helped you get through some shit you was going through.
Yeah, definitely. At the time, man, I went through a big custody battle to get my son, and it left me stressed out because the good thing about it is that I got sole custody of my son. But the thing is that for real, that was a blessing.
Yeah.
But the thing is that he got, he had went through a lot of abuse, going through it. So it just it just felt like it took a piece of me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like I wasn't there mentally. You know what I'm saying, to even do the project. So
Right.
the fact that I was even able to push out an album was the good part about it. But that's when I met Charlie, and he said he wanted to do an album on me, and at that you got to be ready. You know what I mean?
Right.
To do that. So, but I just feel like it was God giving me the songs and the concepts, and helping me to get through it, because I really didn't have it in me to do anything at all. Period.
Right.
Yeah.
So this album stops you from putting your foot in the bitch's ass. Let's talk
Pretty
about
much,
it.
though. Pretty much.
Yeah, that's crazy. They always say you gotta have an outlet.
Yeah.
Is music your outlet, or
Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Open.
Yeah, man. I sometimes I'll be frustrated and go straight to the studio, man.
Yeah.
What about you? Music is an outlet for you?
Music is definitely an outlet. It's very therapeutic whenever I play the guitar. I just post up. I'll go to the beach. That's how I spend days. I go hike,
Dope.
and I go to the beach, and I'll just sit there, put some ideas out in my voice memos.
Yeah.
It's a vibe, And
You ever play in a band before?
I have, yeah, with my brothers actually. I feel like a Jackson 5 joke is coming, but
I was thinking that in my head.
but no, I got me and my other 3 brothers. We would play in a band, and we used to do a lot around Lamert and different festivals going on. Let's say from 2014 to 2017.
Oh, that's dope.
What was the name of the group?
Man, I don't want to resurrect it like that. I don't want to resurrect it today, but it was called Man to the Future.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty fun, man.
What was the significance behind the name?
My email address. That was the significance. I was figuring out different names for my email, and just created Man to the Future. So
That's a dope name.
yeah. We might
Who's
resurrect it.
Who was the lead singer?
Oh, that was me and my younger brother. We weren't singers, so to speak. We really weren't.
Yeah.
Not singers. We were really musicians.
Yeah.
And the main thing was me and my older brother. He's a classical pianist, jazz pianist, all that stuff. I play guitar. I knew enough bass and drums to teach my 2 younger brothers. So that became our little project. It kept us, we got some money, and we all got a little bit of experience, just being out there.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
dope. That's
Did you and your
real
brother ever have a group?
Nah. My brother didn't even like me in the same room as that nigga. I walk in the room, that nigga walk out. You can't play my PlayStation. Like, nigga.
That's your older brother?
Yeah.
Okay, no. I
I'm
feel
like
that. I feel
6 years apart from our. I'm the youngest.
Okay.
Then
okay.
my older brother is like 6 years apart from him, so we spread out.
Damn.
I annoyed all of them.
Who's the oldest? Kenny?
Kenny came back from college, and showed me how to do music.
Oh, okay.
Patrick didn't have no patience for me. If he was reading a magazine and I looked in it, that nigga turned it.
It wasn't messing.
I love you, Patrick. Me and Patrick cool down.
That's what's up. It's always rough being with the brothers, man. You know, that's why it used to be a band. You know what I'm saying? It used to be.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, motherfuckers be fighting and all type of shit. I had an older sister. I learned everything from her. She 9 years older than me, nigga. So she's in that TLC era when women dressed like niggas, but they wasn't dykes.
Right.
So I used to wear her clothes at school and shit. She used to whoop my motherfucking ass, man. I love you, Mike. She hit like a man too. Bitch strong as a motherfucker. I learned to fight, get my ass whooped by her. Damn. Yeah, I always wished I had an older brother. All y'all had older brothers, huh?
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had one, man.
Yeah, my older brother used to.
You had no older cousins, uncle?
I did, but I wasn't. When I was young, I lived so far away. It was really just me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, her older sister is cool if she's close in age. You know, like a couple years older, because now it's pussy galore, all her friends and shit.
Right.
But my sister was 9 years older, so it wasn't. Yeah, I wouldn't get
You just had a sister? Just one sister?
I just have a sister and I got a brother that I never met.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a long story. Pops came home from the military and was smacking this broad. They used him to get pregnant because her husband couldn't give her babies.
Oh.
Yeah, you know. So I don't even know if the little nigga, the older. I don't even know if my older brother know he got a brother, but I know about him. Yeah, crazy shit.
That's crazy.
All right, Noy. So we're gonna get into this album, man. What's the first song you gonna play?
The first song I'm gonna play is called "All to You," and this is just when I had just got to my my wits end, and I was just ready to give up, and then like just something came over me, you know what I'm saying, and where it was just like, don't give up, and then it was just like I just started giving the Most High praise, man, like the highest praise, and I was happy, and I don't know why I was happy, you know what I'm saying, and then that's when everything started turning around. So this one is called "All to You." It's featuring CharlieBereal. Charlie's on the track. Check it out.
Shout out Reese, bro.
It's called.
Oh yeah. But Sharice Bereal, his wife, wrote the song. So.
Oh, his wife wrote your lyrics? Damn!
Oh, no.
That make it awkward when the homie wife writing your rhymes, man.
Oh, man. That's messed up.
He clear.
Hey, she could be a prolific songwriter.
But it's crazy, though. It's crazy because his wife got bars. She's dope.
See?
She dope.
I mean, if she gotta be dope, if she writing for you.
Yeah. She didn't write it, but
Well, clarify. Tell her what she wrote.
She wrote the song, the actual,
It was
the
a
parts
song
that Charlie is singing. The
The part.
Like,
Okay.
it was like a whole song where it was just like a hook. And
Yeah.
then after that, it was just empty.
Right.
It was just an empty track. So he just.
Okay, that was
That's what's
clear it up because
right.
motherfuckers gonna be,
Nah, you the one put it out there. You gonna put it out? Clear it up.
She wrote the hook. I like that. That's what's up. She wrote the hook.
She wrote the hook
And that give you good like
the
concept
song.
to move forward with. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Yeah, it was a little. Nah, she wrote a verse in there.
She
too.
wrote the
So-
verse and
bro.
everything. Yeah, she wrote.
Why is hip hop like that? Where motherfuckers don't want nobody to write for them like that?
Right. I don't understand.
What's so bad about it?
I mean, I look at it like, I don't want nobody to write my verses. Like, you could come with a hook and a concept, and I'll spit something to that, but it got to be my thoughts.
What if I say just one line?
If you say one line, if it go with it, and
But why people get discredited for that? Because I'm pretty sure that's what happens.
Well, I mean,
with a rapper.
because nobody wants to admit that they don't make the album by themselves. But you get you get people's energy. Nobody does nothing that's great by themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like just like Michael Jackson. Thriller was the one. You felt what I'm saying?
Right.
But he did Thriller with Quincy Jones.
So you let Quincy Jones write for you?
I like what? Of course.
What about your rhyme?
He wouldn't write my rhymes.
Yeah. Quincy, like I'm finna put a thriller type album together for you, but you gotta let me write all your shit.
You gotta say it like this, man. You gotta write.
I mean,
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't let him write my rhymes, but I would let him come with.
Let
him
arrange some strings for you.
He could come with the concepts.
Back on the block was hard. Back on the block. I'm telling you.
But who wrote the song? Who wrote the song Smokey Robinson did though? That's what the gangbangers.
Now you know that was all Smokey. That was all Smokey.
Oh, okay.
That song hard, man. I like that song, bro. I like it.
I think it's the video that really just
Smoking
gets you. The video is what gets you.
What's the key? So the key for you, like for me, when I do albums and shit, like I conceptualize shit differently. When I was younger, I used to just be about bars, and then as I got older, I started to layer shit.
Right.
So like when I create albums, it'd be like 3, 4, 5 different layers that I write on top of, where niggas is hearing a song, but I made this song. For me, the mood of the whole song may be depression, and then on top of that layer, it may be I'm gonna write this from the perspective of a nigga that's always losing. Then on top of that, I may add, I just add layers, so I have shit to draw from. So when I write, what that does for my writing process is every time a nigga listens to a song, he's gonna hear something different. Because it's going to be a different layer that resonates that day. You know what I'm saying? Right. I don't know if y'all write layered like that, but that's how I write. How do you approach a song? Like, how do you know what I'm saying? How do you approach it?
I mean, well, first of all, I got to have a concept of what I'm talking about. Like, I got to have a full understanding of what I'm talking about first. And then I have to take out key points that I want to talk about in the verse or, in the song. And I literally write my songs like an essay. With an introduction.
Like, what's up, fool? My name is Casper. Right. Shit is kind of tough on me and shit. I'm chilling with the homies and shit, dog.
Like with an introduction. An introduction, body, and conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like a lot of rap, especially rap music, doesn't have a conclusion to it. It's just glorifying whatever they're talking about, and that's it. But mine comes with an ending to what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
It's a short story.
Right.
Like you really.
Because at the end of the day, whether you're a rapper, you're a poet, you're a singer, you're a writer.
Right.
And it's different ways to approach writing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers don't get that.
Yeah. But that's why it's art, though. It's art. Everybody got their own art. They paint different, and you know what I'm saying? And people perceive what they looking at different or what they, listening to different.
I agree wholeheartedly. Hold on, let me see. Okay, we're going to go into this first song, Brown. It's called what again?
It's called All To You.
And where can they find it?
You can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Just type in Noy Burns 10 album.
All right, we're gonna go with you.
not just in the verse or two, but every time I'm in the vocal booth. You protect me while I'm on this journey walking. You can expect me to spread the word in this market. Gave me strength to endure pain I lived through. Your favor opened doors, no strain on my mental. My mom passed at a young age, 15. Didn't know I make it so far in this dream. You make anything possible, appreciated. The gift that you gave is colossal that he created. A comforter to help and assist me to maintain. What I offer is all of me, forget fame. Don't gotta be a big name, only seek you first. Make sure your holy name reign through the universe. That's my number one mission, and I won't fail. So I position myself for it to go well. Never gave up on me, forgave and forgot. From bad days to luxury, remain on the top of any and all things. Decisions of all change, diminishing false claims, giving them all praise. The fact I'm still sane, all my bills paid, been saved, reaping the harvest on this day. Owe it all to you, I'm so grateful. Unwillful wrong is all paid for.
Life could write like a mug, boy. That was hard, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Tell them where they can find it, G.
Man, they can find that on that's on Apple Music, Spotify, all the streaming platforms. It's also on my website, blesscirclemusic.com. Also on CharlieBereal.com.
How y'all meet, man? How you and Charlie meet, man?
We actually met through a mutual friend, Kraig Boogie, and
Brockman?
Kraig Brockman.
Oh, you knew Kraig first?
Yeah. I met Kraig first.
I would never thought that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I told you, man. One day Kraig gonna pocket sock you in the back of the head.
Yeah. So I met Kraig, and I was rolling with Kraig, and then
Kraig is a genius.
Shout out to Bugs.
Tweet came back in town, and they did Tweet's album Charlene, and I had the privilege to sit through the whole album and of her doing that album, and that's how I met Charlie. And then, but we hadn't discussed like doing anything right then and there. But I think probably mentioned it, but nothing was talked about it for a while. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't think we didn't hook up probably until a year after that. You know what I'm saying? Of doing music.
Right. What was the first song y'all ever did together?
It was Believe. Song called Believe. It's on the album. On this album.
They called you Mo 4.
No, CeeLo Greens had me cracking up. I saw CeeLo Greens.
I ain't tripping, man.
And they telling me to put the Jerry curl on.
Man, I love this audience, man. Y'all funny.
Yeah,
They
man.
wild, man. They wild. Music is a very funny thing, man, because it brings people together, man, that would really never hang out. It's like weed, you know what I'm saying? That's why I love music, man. Good music unites.
Right.
Who's your favorite artist?
My favorite artist, hip hop artist or just
Or
period?
just in general, yeah.
Period. I want to say like dang, that's a loaded one, but I'm gonna just go with hip hop though. My favorite hip hop artist is Tupac. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? That's what inspired me to even start doing it for real.
What's the difference between you and Tupac?
I mean he's a legend. You know what I'm saying?
So you saying you're not a legend?
Not yet, but I will be. You know what I'm saying? I'm a legend in my own mind.
You ain't just shot a cop yet. That's what happened. You ain't shot a cop yet.
I mean, I'm waiting for the manifest. You know what I'm saying?
What makes a legend?
Well, I mean, I feel like what they do. The imprint that they leave on people.
They call that nigga neck roll.
Neck roll. That's messed up. Yeah.
Wow.
But I mean he's a legend to me because just what he left, like his spirit is still here, even though he passed away.
Definitely.
What about Alive? Who do you
Alive, who I feel like
right now?
I would say Black Thought. Black Thought, and then I like Conway, man, a lot.
Yeah. Conway?
Yeah, I like Conway.
Who the fuck is Conway?
Yeah, I don't know that.
Conway is
that nigga named the nigga that work at the gas station. Nigga wrote a 16 on the napkin and gave it to me. It was the hardest shit I ever.
Griselda with Benny the Butcher. And
yeah.
I know
Kanye
that.
hard.
Yeah, Conway.
Yeah, Benny hard too.
Yeah, I just got put on them.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, it's actually really coming back to some rap stuff again, to where people is spitting, especially since people can't really do shows like that, so they're not getting paid to jump around stage. You got to really people are listening now.
That's
people
right.
listening to your lyrics, so you got to come with it now.
Yeah, people need substance today. Really, like we need more.
What can people expect from you on each album?
I mean, they could just expect me to be me. I'm not going to try to be nobody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of what people may feel about the way I am, I'm going to be me, unapologetic, and, with no fear.
How do you have to deal with, being a Christian or a gospel rapper? Because I know a lot of people want to put you in a box because of that.
Man, sometimes it's hard, but for the most part, I know what I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it, I'm not making music to just make money, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I really got a love for it. It really works as therapy for me, and like I'm doing it for the Most High at the end of the day.
What if somebody diss you?
If somebody diss me, then I mean, it depends on. First of all, it depends on who it is and what they talking about.
Would you say something back?
I mean, I would probably say something back.
What if Kurt Franklin did shit? That Noy don't put his hands together.
I would,
I told everybody to put their hands together. Noy did not put his hands together.
I wanted to ask you if that was about God, because I wasn't sure, but I was getting that.
But you know
message
what? Like,
through,
I don't like to put a label on it, because I just do hip hop. You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
right.
I do. I express what I go through. You know what I'm saying? And the word played a big part in my recovery. So
If BB Winans diss you, what you gonna do?
I'll just laugh at it, man. I mean, what could I say to any of these people? Like, back, you know what I'm saying? As a response.
God said, "Fuck you, nigga."
No, well,
I got a question. Is there any other gospel artists that you like rap artists?
Bizzle. I like Bizzle.
Rascal is though.
That's way back in the
Yeah,
day. That's
you didn't think I knew
Tree-
some shit
that's
like that.
Tree Records.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's back in the days. Nah, definitely though.
Shit, Run DMC they went gospel. Down with the king. That's a gospel record. That's probably the most. That might be the best selling or most popular gospel rap record ever. I think Down with the King. I can't think of a gospel rap song that's been
Since Kanye West.
I was gonna say Jesus Walks.
Okay,
That's
Jesus Walks, okay, yeah.
a gospel record,
But
not
I can't really say that.
Yeah, I forgot. Jesus Walks not a gospel record. Yeah.
Nah, because he not really like
He not.
glorifying Jesus. He just like kind of just talking about it, like how people react to it. You know what I'm saying? He not really like. You know what I'm saying? That's why he never went further with it. Like people, why didn't he go? Because it wasn't a gospel song. Like it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was him expressing why he didn't choose that lane. You know what I'm saying?
Would you ever do a secular album?
I mean, I have, but I mean, the thing is I'm just gonna be all the way real with whatever I do. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not gonna hide myself, good, bad, or ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want nobody to think. Because I get a lot of, I want to stop cussing around you. I mean, I respect the respect, but at the same time, I'm a human being. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I want you to be yourself, because God accepts everybody for who they are. I accept you for who you are. I'm not here to judge nobody, and I don't want to be judged either, because I'm human. I'm not perfect at all.
Right.
That's a beautiful disposition.
I respect the respect.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I respect the respect. Okay, what's the next song we're going to get into?
The next song is it's called Better Part of Me. So basically this is me kind of expressing, how I got my son, like I got sole custody of my son, and I was just letting my son know that, basically he's a better part of me. So I'm, like he's the reason why I'm even still here, right now. Got like with my right mind and everything. He's the reason why. Every day I got to get up in the morning. I got to do what I got to do for him.
That's fire.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get in the better part of me. There's somebody out there waiting on the kidney. They think it's about a transplant. Look for a better part of me. You ready?
God.
Hey, what's up, son?
What's up?
So, what do I always tell you all the time that I want you to be? What do I always try to equip you to be?
A good man.
A what?
A good man.
Right. So, what's your plans, moving forward from this day? Like what are some of your plans? Like,
To do better in school and to also go to college.
oh, you going to college?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
So, are you happy?
Yeah.
You happy?
Yeah.
That's good, man. Well, I want to let you know, man, you the best son in the world. You know that?
Yeah.
I love you, man.
Dad.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, God, like you asked me the other day why you was born. God made sure that he sent you to me as a comforter,
Yeah.
because I probably would have lost my mind without you here, so you a blessing. Always know that. You hear me?
Yeah.
And you're gonna be successful. You're gonna be a strong man, and you're gonna be a good person, period.
Yeah. Thank you, Father. Man, this journey has not been easy at all, but you keep giving me comforters. First it was the music, and now you blessed me with a better part of me. It's really helping me get through the struggle. Not living in the past, but it molded me to greatness of vision. What a path, repping Yahshua, the Savior at the time. Couldn't see it, I wouldn't believe it. Not knowing it was a season, I wasn't obedient. We used to catch head up phase to build a stronger bond. Now they going out in the blaze cause of a carnal mind. Went through the struggle so you wouldn't have to feel the hurt. And that truth keep you humble to advance you through the worst. Know it's hard to comprehend. Think I'm hard on you for nothing. Still plant the seed and revealing hopes that you gon' trust it. The most beautifulest thing in my prized possession. To see a better part of me, recognize the blessing. You didn't ask to be birthed, so I strive to do my best. After Yah, I put you first. In your sight and prove the rest. How I see you is hard for you to see it in yourself. And I hope your mind isn't so far gone to seek help. In the time of need, let these words of wisdom guide you. Give Yah the lead, confirm the vision inside of you. As a full-time single father, I only want to see you great. To get that accomplished, I speak out of hope and walk by faith. Even when you're not around, the more I say it, I support in my testimony. With a sound of melody anointed, I'ma teach you what I know, what I gained from experience, and hoping to install into you all my diligence. I see it in you, so I don't let you get too comfortable or let you fall victim to a system not enough for you. Won't lead you wrong, only wanna see you strong. I'll be involved for the long haul. If you need me, call. Let's pray together, be a leader, not a follower. I need you better than me. Let me show you what a scholar does.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Even if it looks like I'm always gone, know that my heart is always where you are. Even if it seems like I'm going too low, know that it's all for you. Trying to set it up so it won't be so hard when it's your time to see the truth. The deck is rigged before you play all your cards. I'm just trying to give you the
When I look in your eyes, I see the better part of me. As the tears well up an epiphany that God made you for are the better part of me. Me and my son was meant to be, to shine like the sun, you see, to light up the world for free. Because of love from God, there is no fee. And do what I have for you, got to be sweet, cause it flows from the love tree. And even though we were born in these streets, the world is ours. So let's get this meat while we crushing the generational curse. There'll be demons out there on their worst, but more than one in agreement can burst. Falsehood wide open, and we got the thirst coming straight from the better part of this earth.
They say you look like. They say you look like DJ Muggs, nigga, from Cypress Hill.
Gangster hamster though, bro. Oh my god.
They said he look like Muggs though, nigga.
Bro, that is hilarious.
That's how that nigga from Cypress Hill.
I appreciate this music, man. It's like real art. I see where you're coming from. You're not doing it for no like commercial recognition type thing. That's the best music. Like that's the best lyrics come out of that type of space.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like I wasn't even mentally in the right place, like state of mind to really actually do it. But that's how I know it came from God, man. I can't really even take no credit for it at all. And then to get, to have some of the most prolific, producers a part of it and people that's a part of it, man, it is crazy, man.
Who produced that one?
That was produced by Mac, Mac, and then J-Mo did the drums, and then Charlie. It's a Charlie sample, like all of the producers. That's why Charlie gets credit throughout the whole album, because even the producers that the other producers, they sample Charlie stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
A part of everything.
I played that.
Oh,
and J-Mo played the drums.
But he said he sampled a part from.
Oh, I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, he said he sampled to though too. So
check the credit.
J-Mo, if you're listening, man, let's work, man. Come on, man. Fuck with
J-Mo is awesome, man.
J-Mo, fire.
Shout out to J-Mo, J-Mosey.
Yes,
J-Mo, ZZ. Man, you got your son rapping too?
Nah, you know what? I had one proud moment one night. I was asleep and I was like, you just getting up, and I heard him in there mumbling and stuff. I'm like, what is he doing, right? And he up in there really trying to put a verse together. Like he had called me the night before that, and he was like, listen to this, Dad. And he was trying to rap it, and I'm like, man, when you get it down pat, it's going to be hard. Because he wanted to do a song. And then he was on it for like 2 or 3 days, and then after that, he didn't want to do it no more. But he's real good at putting together videos and stuff like that, and like the iMovie stuff. So. But, I mean, I'm trying to see what he's really passionate about, so that way I could just attack that, Kids be talented at a lot of stuff, but I want to see what he's passionate about.
Heck yeah, you provide that guidance, man. It ain't like when we was coming up. You ain't got to go to college and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's out.
You find something you good at, bro, and he fucking around be rich before he graduate from high school.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially if I make him start doing some stuff, like if I make him learn the cryptocurrency stuff right now, he'll be a beast by the time he turn 18. He a
real spit. I just started picking up on that shit. All that blockchain and NFT. You know about all that stuff?
A little bit. I heard about Bitcoin going up. Everybody's investing in it right now.
I mean, it's to the point now, if you got a valuable piece of intellectual property, you could use that as a backing for your own coin.
Yep. Right. Yep. People don't know that.
People don't know that.
Wow. Your music, your art, everything.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what a fucking Bitcoin is. It's basically a blockchain of information that is backing the coin.
Yep.
Right.
A collection of people get together and say, we're putting this up to make this valuable. And then you just trade that. You can use it to buy stuff. So, yeah, man, I'm learning, man. That shit is no joke. Charlie, you own some Bitcoin, don't you?
No, I don't own Bitcoin, but I do own some. I own some coins. I start getting into it too.
Oh, really?
That I eventually will.
Yeah.
Do y'all access that through a Cashapp? Like y'all go to that one button they got?
I don't think that's the right way to do it. I would get a wallet. I would get like a trust wallet.
Got you.
Do it that way.
Be careful. Have somebody just get got in their wallet. I guess you can do something where you trade on certain things, and I guess you send a metadata that gives them access or something like that. And he gave the metadata to somebody that wasn't supposed to have it, and they just took his bread. They took $12,400 out of his wallet.
You got to get a trust wallet, a wallet that gives you like a password,
right,
and some type of lock, but you cannot lose it. And if you lose it, I heard a story where somebody had like 50,000, and they can't get it because they lost their word, their password.
Damn,
that's crazy.
Yep.
It got to be another way they could be able to reset it, though, right?
Nah, it's
So
it's
how
like,
do you reset it?
I don't know. That's why you can't lose the
information.
Can't lose the information once you get it. Once you get a trust wallet, one of those wallets. See, you have wallets that don't require those passwords, but then you can get like a wallet that does. And
Right.
It's almost like a anvil, like a safe. And if you lose the combination to your safe, you can't get it.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
Ooh.
That's why you got to diversify. Don't have all your money in one thing,
Right,
man.
That's right.
You know, real spit, man. It's
Y'all
all
been
about-
messing with the forex trading? Like y'all do that?
Well, yeah, currencies are cool.
Currency,
I
yeah.
did, you know, I mean, the thing about currencies is you really have to be up on current events.
Right,
Because
right.
everything
Exactly.
affects the price
Exactly.
of currency. You know what I'm saying? But no, I need to get up on the
I've never
Forex
heard
one.
nobody say that though, but that makes a lot of sense. Like
Yeah.
you definitely got to know what's going on some foreign policy stuff.
Definitely, because everything affects the price of currency.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it's all about supply and demand. So you have to realize what currency is heavy in a certain market and when to pull out and when to trade. Like, you know, Forex is definitely complicated. But if you
once you figure it out, you can make money faster than the wallets, you know, because you could pull it, you making money weekly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
they both can get you going though.
No,
they both,
they definitely both.
I always
good.
felt like if you had money and you can spare it, jump into that type of
Oh, yeah,
stuff.
definitely.
Yeah, because if you got $1,000 right now,
Yeah.
when I just started, I took $150, and I'm at $1,000. Just to try it my first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have $1,000, why would you sit that in Wells Fargo or a bank or
Yeah.
B of A when you can put it in that? It's gonna go up and down, but eventually, like in about a couple of months, you're gonna triple
You're
or
gonna make
double.
some money. And if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong. When you're trading coin and purchasing things with coin, you're not paying interest rates, and you're not paying any type. You're just paying exactly what something is worth.
Right.
So if you finance to a bank, you got to pay the interest rate over 30 years. But if you got Bitcoin or some other valuable coin, you can go to somebody and buy the house for exactly what the house costs.
Oh, okay.
If it's
Really?
$325K, you give them $325K in Bitcoin. There is no inflation.
Right.
There is no, you know what I'm saying?
That's a perk. That's
Yeah.
a good pro
right
right
now.
there.
I know somebody. I know, you know, NBA player. You know, I'm cool with. He bought 2,500 Bitcoins about 4 years ago, 3-4 years ago, at $1,000 a pop. You know how much they cost today?
Man, he killed
Yeah.
it, man.
57,000.
Right,
Sheesh.
he's- man.
Okay.
Whew.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bruh.
That alone, you
Yeah,
said
I
not
wish I
paying
would've got it a
interest.
long
That
time
alone got me.
And
like-
see, that's what I'm saying. If
I
I
wish
could
I'd have
teach
did it
my
when it
son
was-
how to do this
Yeah.
right now, by the time he's 18, he'll have
Dude,
it
it's
all
so
the way figured
easy
out.
too.
It's
not
easy,
even- it's not
but I
even
mean, when
hard.
it comes to the Forex, you got to have a strategy.
All of that shit is strategy.
Yeah,
though.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
definitely.
All of that shit is strategy. Go help in it. That might be Dwann. I felt the ground vibrate. I just know that's Dwann coming in. That's Dwann because my chair started shaking. What's up, man? That's Dwann.
Man,
He said he felt the ground.
So what's this next song we gonna go into, Noy, my boy? Noy?
This next one is called "Down on My Knees," and this is pretty much talking about
It's a gospel strip club song.
Nah,
Hey, somebody can pull that off. Somebody can pull it off.
It's about saying your grace before fellatio.
Your shirt kind of like church pews.
Hey, is this mic on? Is that mic on? Brown?
so like.
Just make sure you just grab that one when you want to talk.
Oh, okay.
All right.
But no, it's just pretty much about
Prayer?
my son. What he went through. The abuse that he went through, and you know, I was going through some real trying times after I got my son,
Right.
you know, and dealing with everything. So I had to, you know, prayer was real important, and it really helped me. You know,
It builds character. What that little brother went through is gonna build a lot of character, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good because I remember being that age, bro. I seen stuff I shouldn't have seen, and I had good parents.
Yeah,
I didn't grow up in a perfect household, so what I want you to know is, even if you was in a perfect situation with your son, he's still gonna see some shit that you like. Damn, I didn't want him to see that.
Right.
You can't you know what I'm saying? That's necessary, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know, back in Africa at 12, nigga, they sent us into the wilderness, nigga,
Right,
and
right.
say, "Let me see you kill something, nigga.
right.
Let me see if you know what I mean." So that
Yeah.
you know, sometimes as men, we got to go through things that you know we're like, "Damn, why did I have to see that?" But it's necessary, bro, because life is ugly.
Yeah.
It's ugly than the motherfucker. Well, okay, finish what you were saying, my man.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, I'm just thankful that I was able to get, you know, sole custody of him, because he's doing like 80% better, you know, than where he was at mentally, and everything is, man, life is good. I mean, like he's giving me life every day.
That's what I like to hear.
For real.
Hey, you know something I want to tell a lot of black people? I think he knows something about it. I thought about doing this. Know this. You can go to Cuba and become a doctor. They'll put you through school for
That's
free,
right. Yeah. I believe they will. Know a little something about that, yeah.
Well, not just a Nation of Islam. Cuba has a program to any minority, non-white minority on the planet. If they want to become a doctor, they can go to Cuba. They got to know Spanish, obviously.
Yeah.
But they can go to Cuba and they can do a program. It's like a 5 or 6 year program, and in that 5 or 6 year program, they get their bachelor's and they become a doctor.
Yeah, I know it's a handful of people out the nation that went down there.
You just have to pledge to work in a once you graduate from medical school, you have to work somewhere where it's a heavily populated with minorities, and you have to give back a certain amount of time to your people or whatever.
That's cool,
Yeah.
because man, those student loan fees after school be killing the doctors, you know.
Yeah.
And they've been curing that COVID since day one.
Right.
Yeah, they've been over like in other parts of the world. Like
Yeah.
whenever they come in, that COVID gets stamped out and they out. Right. They really doing it.
Then in the Caribbean, you can do medical school, bachelor's medical school, whole program for like $80K.
Dang.
A lot of people don't know that. You know, you're out there financing Escalades and you know cars. You can become a doctor in the Caribbean for like 70, $80K. You know, so that's
And other countries got the education popping. Like American education is just trash. Like the whole system.
Yes, Joe Garbaggio, definitely.
Joe Garbaggio.
Money grab.
It's a money grab. Everybody comes out with debt, you know.
So this song on my knees.
Down on my knees, yeah.
Down on my knees.
Yep, here we go.
Who produced it?
It's produced by Eddie Myrick. E Sharp.
E Sharp.
Yes, sir.
Let's run it, man. Down on. No. Let's run it.
Yeah.
Before I start, understand that I'm only human. The madness in my heart is only restrained by the music. A gift that God gave me. A single mom raised me, taught me Yahweh sent his only begotten son to save me. Believe me, it's proof. Seen it through a view. The Trinity produced and now I can give you the proof. Started December of '98 when my mom passed. Had a decision to make and I chose God's path. Not as rap caused by letting my nine blast. Making my mind grasp the concept of my task. It's harder letting the vengeance be in the Lord's hands. Rather be relentless, handle it with my own plan. Now I'm a grown man dependent on the same souls. A bold stand equivalent to me staying strong. I gotta pray day and night till my days is over. And make sure that this way of life is never folded. Before graduating high school, my older bro passed. Taught me survival, kinda played the role of my dad. 7 years later, my big brother Phantom was murdered by a nothing game banging medicated curve server. 7 months later, my older sister beat to death by a baby's father. I'ma take a seat, I need a breath. Made it through it all, but I still need therapy. All I do is pray to the Lord to take care of me. My relationship with Yahweh is covenant. You searching for ways to look at me sideways in public. December 9th of 2008, my son's birthday. Remember debating with his mother over his first name. We couldn't get along, she held some type of grudge. Trust was torn after what she presented to the judge. I was granted 4 hours a week of visitation when she demanded that I give her my rights and take it. Yeah, my son was the upper left without saying a word. Didn't discuss it going without a date of her return. The judge didn't want to see the case being biased. My son, I'm with a straight face believer on lying. 6 years of paying lawyers plus court fees only forced me to follow court orders. Hope she brings my little man to visit something wrong, I can sense it. But my suspicion with no proof is unmentioned. Then she dropped my son off at the police station. Looking with a stupid grin, told me to take him. He said a gun was to his temple, knife to his throat. I went to grab my pistol, my mind started to float. Remember the scriptures to let the Lord have the vengeance. My intentions was bad, leaving them not breathing and missing. Still fighting these same demons today. My only answer is to fall on my knees and pray. Father, you the only one that can help me through this right now. And I'm trying to be as strong as I can, but I'm only human. Yeah, I know the thoughts that I got right now is unholy. But through it all, I forgive them. Father, you know how hard it is. I forgive them. And I pray that you keep me with the strength to be able to carry on through this.
Selling, you know, people selling their catalogs at a rapid pace.
Wayne sold his thing.
What's 300 million?
Wayne.
Yeah.
100 million for that?
300 million, I think it was.
I don't know. That's a good amount.
I wish I could have.
I think a lot of people selling their catalogs. I don't know why.
He owed Trump.
Oh, give the Trump so he got in jail.
How much he paid Trump to get up?
Hey man, all I know is a birdie told me that Kodak Black and Weezy met the same person.
Oh wow! Well, it's called a charge if you can pay it.
Hey,
If it was really about.
That's why you think Harry O didn't have some. Harry O probably
Yeah.
picked him off.
Yeah,
Pardons don't come free.
No. Is this mic on?
Yeah, is it on?
Is Dwann's mic on?
Brown.
Yeah, I think I'm on.
You probably just gotta. No, it should be cool. So you gotta adjust it a little bit.
Oh, we good. We good.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's dope, man. That was fire, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it, man.
We got song number 3. So what's gonna be our next song? What inspired it? What's the name of it? Who made the beat? Give us the whole bio on it.
The next song is called The Kingdom, you know, and it's just basically just talking about, you know, what I had to do after going through that situation with my son, and, you know, I had to go back to the basics. I had to go to the word, you know what I'm saying, and that helped me be able to get back on track, you know what I'm saying. So, and the producer named Flintstone, he produced the track, and he also featured on the song singing, but he also sampled Charlie's guitar on there too, so he gave Charlie credit for it, you know what I'm saying. So like everybody on the album, they all kind of sampled Charlie, which I feel like is dope. Because I always tell Charlie all the time, you don't have to sample nobody, just sample your own stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Do he tell you that all the time, Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes a nigga tell you, now I've been telling y'all, I've been saying that for 6 months, man. That motherfucking thing, nigga. That's funny as fuck.
Yeah, but this one is called The Kingdom, though.
The Kingdom, okay, so that's referring to heaven?
Yeah, definitely. But,
okay. Definitely. Next song is The Kingdom, song number 4. Where can they find the joint?
They can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, or you can find it on my website, blesscirclemusic.com or CharlieBereal.com.
Definitely. Let's run it.
Yes, sir.
Stop the song.
Hey, bro.
Can you hear my heart? Seeking the kingdom.
Yeah, I'm only human. If it wasn't for the music, I would only see confusion. I need you to send me a little change to help defend me from the enemy's flames. The tactics to attack is usual. When I react against facts, it's beautiful. And only through you I receive it. Never misuse it. I be obedient. A peace of mind is what I'm actively in prayer for. This vision of mine's to grow legs to stand on. I make mistakes, but move through the trial and error. No debate, learn from it, design character. It's no excuse, time to produce the grassroots, reap fruit, shine from living proof that's past due. I walk by faith and speak greatness out of hope. Whatever I face, the old me, I revoke.
Can you hear my heart?
As you fulfill this void, I release the pain.
Falling all apart.
While the enemy still kill and destroy, I bring flames.
Can you spare a little change?
Can you spare change? Just a little change.
'Cause I need to hear my pain.
I need you, Lord. I need you, Lord. Bless.
Seeking the kingdom.
And the why. Bless. Let's go. I seek you first in your righteousness. Fulfill my purpose of your likeness. I need to get back together, I'm falling apart. Wish this track could play forever to follow from the start. Overloaded, overwhelmed, I need you here. My hope is to find your help to be repaired. To put the back together, that'll make me whole.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
On every level.
This ain't that old school gospel rap.
Nah.
The 80s gospel rap.
Oh, it was gospel rapping?
Yeah, it was some, they had that paraplegic gospel rap, man. Just put a bad taste in your mouth. So every time I heard gospel rap growing up in the 90s LA, and I heard them cats come to my church, you know what I mean? I'll talk about the Lord, Exodus 3:17. All right, nigga. No, this is some shit music right here.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're talking about, they was talking about like jacking ties and everything. Like, are you serious?
God. But did you give God his? Peel his back.
It shall be given back to you.
Talk about those principles, man. Reaping what you sow and all that stuff. What do you have to say about that?
Nah, definitely, man. You definitely reap what you it's karma. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. I mean, I don't want nobody's blood on my hands. Yeah. So, man, I gotta be real. I wanted to kill some people, you know what I'm saying, for what happened to my son. But I had to fight it, and, thank God that he sent me some old heads to me with the right words to tell me at the time to make me realize, what I need to do, because I mean, that wouldn't have solved nothing. Even if I would have got away with it, it still would have been blood I would have had to face one day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Something, karma I would have had to face one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So instead of going through that and, making that my future, I'd rather just, fill it with blessings, to come in the near future.
Right. That's a beautiful way to look at it, man.
Yeah.
Because we all go through stuff. A lot of times, though, the brain will trick you into thinking you're the only person going through it.
That's right.
No,
right.
for real.
You know what I'm saying? It'll trick you, man. Ain't nothing new under the sun, man.
You know, I'm thinking about what I appreciate most about this music. It's the fact that it is real. You know what I mean? It's coming from a real place. I think gospel or like religious music goes wrong where people try to pretend to be perfect.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. Like I'm hearing just raw expression, never losing sight of God.
Right. Nah, and
You know
that's what I'm not even trying to portray, because I mean we already know that we human and we make mistakes and nobody's perfect. So why try to portray that image? And I think that's what makes people run away from the word, because it's like they feel like, oh, I can't even go to church, or I can't be around it unless I am all the way right. But you can never really get right if you never go get right. You know what I'm saying? You got to go there to get right. Like everybody that's there is there needing help, even the pastor. You know what I'm saying?
People don't like to, especially people that's in that position. They don't like to admit like being wrong or being vulnerable to sin. Like
right.
Like everybody mess up, man.
Everybody mess up.
Yep, that's real spit, man. Well, that's where I think it becomes religion when it becomes mechanical.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because life is always happening, you know. But when you pulling from a steel palette that's not a life reflecting palette, it's just some black and white print. Yeah. You know, how is that relevant? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, so I agree.
It's not real. It's not.
Plus, man, when you say you thought about killing motherfuckers, that's a part of the male instinct.
Right.
You know, without trucks and grocery stores and all this other stuff that supplements our killer instinct, you know, 200 years ago, your manhood was based on what you could kill.
Right.
What you could go out there and kill and bring home, or what you could kill in the protection of your family.
Definitely.
You know, it's just recently got docile where manhood is not really a reflection of that, you know?
Man, Charlie was talking about that today with the fighting, you know, like, you know, it ain't even no reason to fight no more. You know, it's obvious reasons, you know, like even the stuff we watched last week when we was here about, you know, the people losing their temper and end up getting shot by somebody. You know, you never know what's on somebody's mind. You feel what I'm saying? You can go off on somebody and lose your life that day. But even if you get into a regular scrap, you can go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't happening in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up, we was raised off of catching head up fades. But you know, the good thing about the head up fade is that, you know what I'm saying, the person you did fight with, you end up being cool with him after that. Like that was your road dog after that, because y'all end up respecting each other as men. You know what I'm saying? But now it's like, you know, it's only one time to beef with somebody, they kill him, and it's over. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that is?
I just feel like people scared to death of a head up fade. They scared to, you know, they done seen people get their jaw broken, stuff like that, and
you saying you're breaking nigga jaw?
I mean, I done seen it done. You know,
am I a bitch because I don't want my jaw broke?
Nobody does.
Oh, okay.
Nobody does, and that's the thing. So, but at the same time, you're not gonna kill somebody for it either. No. You know what I'm saying? Because you was raised in that same era. So
here's the thing. I'm not. If you like, nigga, let's get out here in the street and fight, my nigga.
Right.
And we get out in the street and fight, and you break my jaw, I gotta accept that.
Gotta accept.
But if I ain't did nothing, and I'm just sitting here talking, my mouth open, I'm talking, and this nigga just hit me in my jaw, I might kill that nigga.
Well, I mean,
because why didn't you give me an opportunity? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
To defend myself. You feel like I'm lesser, where I don't deserve what you deserve?
But I'm talking about head up fake. Because, you know, if you had a problem with somebody, it was not like you gonna let it be known like, hey, we gotta catch that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to the side like men. But after that, though, we family. You know what I'm saying? We still agree. Like, we actually respect each other more. But when you kill somebody, it ain't no coming back from that. You know what I'm saying? Period.
Straight up and down. Oh, I agree, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened? Is that directly related to the feminization of the black man in this country?
I feel like it is.
Gotta be.
I mean, but you know, a lot of this stuff we got to look at where it stems from, and a lot of it ain't our fault. You know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest, I mean, but even though we understand what's going on, so now we can make a difference. But it's up to us right now, making a difference, stopping these generational curses right now. You know what I'm saying?
What's a generational curse?
Generational curse is something that's passed down generation to generation. Right. That's wrong. You know, it's wrong. It's not in order. So, you know, we got to put things in order. If we
it could be
recognize
something simple too.
Something simple. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But just like me being in my son's life, I stopped a generational curse right there because I never even met my dad. I don't even know what he looked like. I know his name is Noy but I never met him. So you know what I'm saying. I stopped the generational curse right there, just being in my son's life.
Come on, man. This little shit ain't working for me like I thought it would.
Yeah, this nigga Kraig over here. Fuck you. The problem is Kraig.
I'm trying to break a curse right now. I know my dad can't fuck with this little thing. Smitty B done broke this motherfucker. I broke the generational curse of putting shit. Yeah. I broke all this shit right the fuck now. You pussy motherfucker. Give it a pussy ass to one. Motherfucker.
Kraig looked down when he see the outsides of his nostrils.
That's funny as a motherfucker. That's funny as a motherfucker, man. So so the next song is called what?
The next song is Take Me to the Water. And this is just basically, like I said, I had to get back in order. So I was baptized as a kid, like at 9, but I didn't really understand.
Was it water in the pool when they was finished? This is the first dry baptism. I mean, his back wet, but ain't nothing else wet on the motherfucker.
Wow. Wow, dude.
He's like, my motherfucking pants, man. I'm like,
did you get dunked hard? Like, did they put you down hard like as a kid?
Nah, but as a kid.
Like when you got baptized. Like when I was a kid, that motherfucker almost drowned me for like 7 seconds.
Yeah, you know, some people is aggressive people.
I don't
you know.
remember mine.
You don't? I remember mine. I think I was 9 or 10.
Yeah, see, I was that young.
Pastor Henry, rest in peace.
What's the procedure? Do they train people how to baptize? Like, because I'm unfamiliar.
You got to be a lifeguard first.
I mean, because it sounds like everybody got their own method. You know, everybody got their own method out here.
A preacher that don't know how to swim trying to baptize. They got the little floaties over it. Oh shit!
My church had the push pool. We had a real pool though.
Yeah.
They had one that had to push from the overflow room into the main sanctuary. Every first. And I had to help roll that motherfucker in. And then I got in church, I had to jump up in the motherfucker and dump me, and I had to roll the motherfucker back out.
And when they rolled wade in the water, I know it was one slave. Like, I ain't going in that motherfucking water. I can't swim, nigga. Why I have to wait in the goddamn water for, nigga?
This water moccasins down there. I ain't fucking with that water.
Hilarious. So what was the name of this song again?
It's called "Take Me to the Water."
That's my joint.
It was actually, man, it was a song thrown to me by J-Mo, man. He basically gave me an alley-oop, had the hook ready, and he did a verse. And I mean, I wasn't even expecting him to be on the album or nothing. And it was, it's a blessing, man, for real.
J-Mo, once again, fire.
Yes, sir. Yeah. CharlieBereal on the track.
Charlie and J-Mo, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, man. It's wait in the water, right?
It's Take Me to the Water.
Take Me to the Water. I got that.
Wait in the water.
In the water.
Are you ready?
Wait in the water.
started reflecting, departed a confession through song with a message, not running from correction. It's time for me to stand up or remain a man down at the altar with my hands up. This is what I have to say now. The life that I was living wasn't right with my decision. The life from the collision had me fighting to the finish, had me walking the streets, forced to bark heat. So sparking the leaf was my only form of release. This before the music and everything that I'm living now. I was about to lose it, my spirit man wasn't found. Only thought of survival, street fame with a title. A scope on arrival pointed at my rivals, even suicidal. A barrel to my chin bone. Read the Bible, realizing I had to live on. I was wildin', recognizing that I had a calling. Now I'm falling in the water while the crowd applauding. One time, take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. And the wide bliss. I was living at the dope spot. Remember hearing both shots. Even though the pose was hot, but when I saw the homie drop, it was like a lawless land. Nobody came for hours. Retaliated the flawless plan. Led pouring showers. Hit the wrong one. I'm never letting that slide. Release the sound of the drum. I'm standing on the main line. The whole time my father protected me from the outcome. Heard shots, didn't get hit. I'm thinking how come? That's when I knew I had a purpose and my life begun. Now it's time to reverse these curses. I'm really done. Not reversing, no looking back, not backtracking. Closed curtains, took this track to add facts in it. Soon as I got up, the old man was put to rest. For the new me to rise up, I'm a living blessed. Fortunate for another day to praise the Lord again. Won't see me back and forth walking through that door of sin. One time, take me to the water. Take me to the water. Take me to the water. I want to.
Man, I'm telling you right now.
God!
You got a tiny desk that one. You
Make
gotta
sure
go
y'all-
live and just go tiny desk and just do a whole, I don't know, 20-minute presentation of this album. You know what I mean?
Appreciate
Make
it.
sure y'all smash the like button, man. We need to be at 1,000 likes. Smash the like button, man. Tell them where they can find the album, Noy.
You can find the album on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. You can also find it on my website,
Amazon.
blessedcirclemusic.com. You can also find it on Amazon. You can find it on CharlieBereal.com.
Take me to the water. Take me to the water.
Somebody getting baptized out there.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, because when
march in on
so
that.
after I did that, man, when I got up, like literally got out of the water, you know, like, man, I just felt like really like it was a new journey coming, and you know, like everything, man, I started getting back in, like really getting back on, back in order again. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Real talk.
like the next song. The next song is called Believe. It's actually the first song me and Charlie actually did, me and him. And he did the beat on the spot. I wrote the song on the spot. It was crazy. Like, and we pretty much did that with about three or four records. Just wrote them on the spot and did
'cause
everything.
I was doing beats and you just kept
Just-
rapping.
yeah,
to
yeah,
him.
he
I'm
like, man,
That's what Noy do when he want to beat, man. And everything is going, and everything is going, and everything is eminent, and everything, and then you be like,
It's yours now here.
yeah, you had him, motherfucker. You basically stole him, motherfucker. I can't hear nobody else on it but you.
Man, we was not planning on doing the album.
Right.
Rapping on all my beats.
That's
right, no, for real. He be like, oh yeah, no, that's for my solo album. He be telling me. He be like, oh, okay, for sure.
Now I gotta
Yeah, he be talking.
How come y'all always finishing when I get over here? Cause we invite you when the shit's over, because I can't get through shit when you here, nigga.
That's
you can start freestyling on anybody.
Oh yeah. That's why I be kind of like stand back, like stand back is like, because I done a lot of stuff, a lot of music, man. And
how many songs you got? This motherfucker got work ethic.
Man, I mean, well over 1,000 songs, but
that's a lot of songs, bro.
But like I gotta, they just gotta be mixed and stuff like that.
Still 1,000 songs.
Charlie be like, man, put it out. So I
When'd you first start recording?
In the 8th grade.
8th grade.
Yeah, that was like the first time we went to a big studio.
Wow.
And my mom actually got to hear my first song I recorded though, so before she passed. So that was like
that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Big. She said it was dope. But after she passed though, man, like my flow just changed. Like it was like night and day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So around this time, this what I was going through before this project was kind of like what I was going through when my mom died, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand it, you know what I'm saying? Because 10 actually represents, the reason why it's titled 10 is because, like, I was doing the project, it was actually supposed to be called Mark My Word at first. And Charlie talked to me and he was like, man, you got to make it a story. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I've ever put songs together like a real story on an album, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's like, it's helped me from this point on to be able to put it together like a story. And I was going through, like, I went home and I was going through like old pictures and stuff, and then I ran across my mom's like obituary, and it said that she died December 9th, 1998.
Right.
So then that's the day my son was born. My son was born December 9th, 2008.
Right.
So 10 years after she died, my son was born on the same exact day, and I just realized it when I was doing the project.
Right.
So that, like, I know that's not for no reason, you know what I'm saying? And then it was my son's 10th birthday, you know what I'm saying, that year. So I'm like, it's not no coincidence. And then, like, the years before that, I've always had problems. Well, up until like it was like 10 years, I was going through a lot during the holidays or Mother's Day when that passed. But after that, I learned how to cope with it. So I hadn't went through it for 10 years after that. But then that 20th year, man, I was going through it about my mom's death. You know, every holiday I was mentally, I feel like God allowed me to have a son because music wasn't enough therapy to help me get through that mentally, because I was losing my mind, because I've always felt like I've been by myself since, because I didn't just lose my mom, I lost two older brothers and my older sister.
Right.
So pretty much everybody that had unconditional love for me is gone, and I'm just dealing with people on the streets, and and I started accepting people as family, but not really knowing that I should have been in counseling or something. You know what I'm saying? But we don't as young black men, we're not going to the counseling because we don't want to get looked at like something wrong with us or nothing like that. But the counseling really helped out a lot, though. You know what I'm saying? It was actually what I needed to not be able to put that type of stress on somebody that really got love for me. You feel what I'm saying? Because they might, want to tell me everything they can to make me feel better, but they don't know what to tell me to make me feel better. They don't know how to tell me to cope. But this counselor went to school, got a degree in it, can actually help you with certain things that can help you cope with it. That I always just push to the side like whatever, but it really worked. Like just one simple thing, like they told me to look in the mirror and just say I love you. Just that alone helped me out a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's so going through this project, when I say it really saved my life, because I was at a point where I was really about to lose it all. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't care no more. You know what I'm saying? I felt like this happened to my son. I already lost everything, and I still fight it, to this day. Like, I have feelings like, man, when is it going to finally happen? When is the breakthrough going to happen? Because I've been going through all of this other stuff, and it's been out of my control. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
that's a tight story, man. That's what that really drew me to even for real work on your project, because I remember I was like, you was going through all that stuff, and I felt like there was nothing I can do about it. You got a homeboy that's going through it. It's like, dang, I'm going through it. We all black men, like, you know what I mean? Like, what can I do to help? So I was just like, man, I just said a prayer, like, and I'm like, man, I hope this man get through it, because I remember you was going through health stuff too.
Oh yeah.
And,
I remember
Raphael Sadiq came to the studio.
Oh man,
and he was just like, I know you was sick that day, and he was just like, he was going crazy over your records. So I was like,
right, because I got diagnosed with type 2 diabetes because I was just like stressed out and, you know, just staying at the house, you know, eating unhealthy, you know what I'm saying, and like, yeah, I was at the studio and Raphael Sadiq was hearing one of my songs that Charlie was playing for him, and he had to get my attention, like, hey man, hey man, you dope. Because I was just sweating and all the way just out of it, like, you know what I mean, like, and I'm like, to this day I talk to Charlie about like that was dope. Like Raphael Sadiq said I was tight, but I was feeling the worst that I've ever felt in my life. And see, my mom died from diabetes, so that was like something that was like, you know, like really, like I felt like my days was, you know, coming to an end, you know what I'm saying, but you know, like I said, after I dropped this project, it like it lifted a weight, like it just took a weight off my shoulders, and you know, like I can report right now and just say that I'm doing 100% better, man. I'm not even, you know, they don't even see no signs of the diabetes no more.
Oh,
you know?
man,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
Heck yeah.
But yeah, man, you know, but after the album too, I traveled overseas. You know, I went to Denmark, I went to London, and I went to Istanbul, and that was the first time I ever been out of the country. You know what I'm saying? And I went by myself, and where I was performing at was Istanbul. It's like a majority Muslim country, and you know I didn't know what to expect because I'm out there repping the Lord. I don't know what's gonna happen to me, you know. But I went out there and it was all love, man. They love black people out there, man. They love us out there.
They love black people everywhere.
Hey, we ain't got no enemies.
Right, but
that's all I'm saying, except for Americans.
Here, like the whole time, you be thinking everybody hates us because you know that's what we used to. We used to everybody hating the black man, including us hating each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So to see that and go somewhere where it's no type of racial nothing, you know what I'm saying, and it's all, and they actually love you,
right?
You know what I'm saying, was just like big, man, and just to be there, it was like unreal, and you know what I'm saying, and it was on my mom's 20th anniversary of her death, so I'm just like, all of that's not a coincidence, you know, like at all. And then like I said, even with this project, man, like I couldn't ask, like this stuff you can't pay for. You can't pay for this production. You can't pay for the stuff that happened on this project at all, period. So I'm just all the way, I'm beyond thankful.
Definitely, man. You know, yeah, you've been through a lot, man. It's tough to deal with death, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, we just got to keep moving forward.
Definitely.
That's the only way, you know what I'm saying?
You know, that speaks to me, honestly, because, I mean, I lost my mother in 2017. I wanted to know, how far after the loss did you get involved with counseling?
Man, I didn't get involved with counseling until after the 20th year. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
most niggas don't
like
go to counseling after they run out of blunts. They're like, I can't smoke no more. I got to deal with this shit now because I can't smoke.
Right.
If I could tell you anything, I would say, man, the counseling really helps out because it helps you, you know, it helps you not, like I said, talking to the people that care about you or people that don't care about it.
Yes, right,
you know,
right.
Like you can still get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? And they also gonna give you ways, coping mechanisms to cope with it. So that's, you know, of course, God, you know, God is first. You know what I'm saying? And God got me to the point I was, but. You know, it even says in the word, you know, seek wise counsel. So it's like you gotta, you know, you still gotta seek the wise counsel. You know what I'm saying? It don't hurt at all. Really helps out a lot.
Yeah, man. That's real spit. The devil's at work when you ain't doing shit.
That's true.
You got to stay in motion, man. You got to stay in motion.
I fell out of motion, man. I stopped doing everything. I wasn't doing shit.
Yeah.
Wasn't doing nothing. So, yeah. Completely just unraveled after that point, but you know, thankfully in the last year or so, I'd say I got like a little bit more of my balance back. But every other day it was just terrible. You know, it's hard to just do anything.
Because that first year, it's like you don't even believe it. You know what I'm saying? And the second year is when it really hits you. Like 9/9 was a bad year for me. You know what I'm saying? That's when I went through the hardest stuff I ever went through, and you know, I can't really talk to my homies about it. They don't really understand, you know.
No.
You know, I do let my homies know that do got their moms, especially if they disrespecting them. I don't never let that go down in front of me. I always let them know you gonna be you gonna wish you didn't talk to your mom like that, bro. So don't take it from me. That's been the hardest thing I had to deal with, you know, to this day.
Man, R.I.P.
What's the next song, bro?
The next song is called Believe. So, like I said, this is when I started getting back on track. You know what I'm saying? And you know, this was the beginning of getting back to work, getting back to the mission.
Believe, man.
And this is produced by Charlie. This is the first song we did. It's featuring Charlie and Flintstone. You know what I'm saying? Let's run it. Then the next one is called Medicine.
So we're running Believe and Medicine back to back.
Believe and Medicine.
Believe and Medicine back to back. Where can they find the album?
You can find the album on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, or on my website, blesscirclemusic.com. All the music platforms, and on CharlieBereal.com.
Let's run it.
Yes, sir.
I'ma walk like I'm living it, not moving with caution or thinking limited. I know I'm more than a conqueror, really speaking to existence what's about to take place. Complete the mission, let vision create faith. That's how it happened, not blowing it out of proportion, but without the action I couldn't be promoted to fortune. So I'm listening to no man. If it's not the floor plan assisted by the Lord's hand, the own land multiplied by infinity. Anything less than that is me residing with the enemy, trying to convince me that I'm alive. That's when we mount up and I enlist more soldiers than Amistad. Not stopping even when my dreams get normalized. It's written as me getting this moment stamped and notarized. Foolish pride, the highest dosage of a sleeping pill. In the word according to Proverbs, it'll get you killed. Hallelujah. When it looks all bad, count it all joy. Stop looking in the past, time to move forward. What seems like a downfall could be your fortune. Give them the highest praise when you wake up in the morning. You get the highest praise in these dying days. If God took his light away, life would hit me like a tidal wave. Ask me how I've been, I tell you that I'm great. Speaking how I want to live, walking what I create. Praying in the spirit, unaware to live the time. Remain unattended with no fear, my hands high. Greater he that's in me, I'm speaking it with hope. Amazingly filled with peace, starting to be awoke. I'm thankful to see the sun rising. A product of my environment, only here to inspire men. Living proof in the physical for you to witness. Blessed with a lyrical storm and hit ratings. Be real with the movement. BC music, revealing the conclusion, only leading to improvement. The best is yet to come. A spiritual wealthy place, fulfilling this outcome with his mercy and grace. Hallelujah. When it looks all bad, count it all joy. Stop looking in the past, time to move forward. What seems like a downfall could be your fortune. Give them the highest praise when you wake up in the morning.
I like that bass line. It's Rick Ross in the flesh. Ricky Rose, Maybach Music, CharlieBereal, Noy, Flintstone, Sharice. We in the studio getting it live. Maybach Music. Shout out to Marvin Winans. He got the best runs. Detroit singers got the best gospel runs. Y'all don't think I'm up on it. Clock Sisters. Shout out to the Marvin, all the Winans, CCBB, DD, AA, all of them. Praise the Lord.
A living vet to the enemy, I've been a threat. Checks deposited, I ain't even finished yet. I'ma give the person in need of no funds. Demons get hit with hollow tips and no guns. Wishing that they never came across us. Cast them out forever, keeping it all clean. Ha. Set apart from the realness. That's when they started applauding the vision. Before that, they didn't want to give me props for it. Understand the facts of God's divine order. Happening exactly how I needed to. You can only imagine the affliction that I'm living through. Expose a glimpse so you know about me. Know you doubted at the moment till you approach it and see I stay grounded. God made me a leader with intelligence, set apart to deliver the medicine. Something you need to know about the medicine, making us even better than. Something you need to know about the medicine, making us even better than. Did you forget to take your medicine? It's a lifestyle. Did you forget to take your medicine? The scriptures. Did you forget to take your medicine? Pray, get anointed water and let it settle. Positive resolve. In the name of the Lord, keep me evolving, walking through the right door. What I fight for, my soldiers on the same accord. Strive to be the sharpest knife in the drawer. My life on tour, the likeness of light restored. In His righteous form like a thunder and lightning storm. Yeah. Breathing everlasting life in the physical, cause of the sacrifice of Christ as an individual. Is the reason you walking around proud now. Should be nothing for you to stay humble and bow down. Responsible for your heart pulsating, helping you reign victorious after you fall Satan. Not falling for the same right cross that's leading you to a coffin and turning your lights off. Hydrate the dryness of your gift that make you better than. Renew your mind with a dose of the medicine. Something you need to know about the medicine, making us even better than. Something you need to know about the medicine, making us even better than. Did you forget to take your medicine? It's a lifestyle. Did you forget to take your medicine? The scriptures. Did you forget to take your medicine? Pray, get anointed water and let it settle in, settle in, settle in, settle in.
You know why?
Yes, sir, man.
Tell them where they can find the music.
You can find the music on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. You can find it on my website, blesscirclemusic.com, all music platforms, or CharlieBereal.com.
Man, that was dope as a motherfucker, man.
And that track was produced by Joey Brown.
JB.
Yes, sir. So
nigga said fucking rap name, man. I'm finna my mother and my father name.
Nah,
okay?
but that's contagious from remember from
Wake Up Show
from
Dirty Unit.
Dirty Unit, yeah.
The Dirty Unit. I remember the Dirty
he
Unit.
did that
It was on early.
Yeah.
The Dirty Unit, man. They still together?
Well, nah, Joey Brown just been doing his thing. You know what I'm
saying? It was Joey Brown was 7.
No, Joey Brown was Contagious.
But it was more than one nigga.
It was Contagious. It was Contagious, Ice, and Pro.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was a nigga named 7 in Dirty Unit too.
No. 7 used to be.
Was it?
I don't know. Before my time, kind of.
Yeah.
Not really. No, that's where I first heard Joey was on the radio.
On the Wake Up Show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He was killing everybody.
Man, so tell us, okay, the next 2 songs we on, that was 7, right?
Yeah, this is 7. And then the next song is called Life. So this is when I, finally just realized, man, I was stuck in a daze, and I'm like, man, I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty much making it harder than what it really is. So, this is
making life harder than what it really is.
Yeah. So, Charlie has produced this track. Like I said, this is another one that we did on the spot. He did the beat on the spot. I actually had to tell him, stop, that's it. You know what I'm saying? It's good, because he was going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? And keep doing it. But, man, this is like one of my favorite ones. Probably my favorite ones on the album.
It's one of my favorite ones on the album, too.
And, the next one after Life is 20th Anniversary, and that's just basically the song for the album, just explaining, what 10 means, and, basically, it's funny because I got a revelation from, Charlie's boy, DJ Rogers, when I talked to him about it, and he was basically saying 10 is basically one, it's one, and so my son is one, my mom is one, and I'm one, you know what I'm saying, and it was just, it's just crazy how the album came together. It's titled 10, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, like it changed my whole life, for real, for the good.
Man, that's dope. Let's get into the next two songs,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You ready for it, Brown?
Yeah.
The medicine.
Flesh makes things harder than what it has to be. Don't wanna be left behind, want Christ to come back for me. Any thought thinking less could be blasphemous. Standing on the word that says I'm blessed, and that's it. How we came to give me life more abundantly, placing me around all the right company. No matter what I made, it never was enough for me. Thoughts were scattered, realizing living was a luxury. Wasn't content, living my life comfortably. Wasn't convinced till I seen it right in front of me. Can't use excuses as a crutch, not the ball. God produced me exclusive, not the fall. Clearing out the fog before I lock my jaw. Especially for the Lord, I'ma spit it raw. True facts is something to prove. Attached fools lack God's views on wax, don't do that. For the Lord, I'ma spit it raw. Don't wanna be left behind, want Christ to come back for me. For the Lord, I'ma spit it raw. Don't wanna be left behind, don't wanna be left behind, want Christ to come back for me. One of the chosen, growing the golden, situation unfolding, no tribulation approaching. Focusing on the worth of walking the light. Reload my mind with the death and rebirth of Christ. He died for my sins, I'm willing to die for him. Whatever's inside a man is the bed they lying in. My Father is the only one who I'm relying in. My testimony prospering to inspire men. Only my flesh legacy not expiring. Blood BC shining within. What's on the outside? Only a reflection eternal, like most deaf and quietly writing pages of inferno, giving glory to the Lord. Story on one accord, according to the concordance. Bring the audience to the floor. Apply for encores. Gotta give you more of the power of the Lord, cause his word can restore. For the Lord, I'ma spit it raw. Don't wanna be left behind, want Christ to come back for me. For the Lord, I'ma spit it raw. Don't wanna be left behind, don't wanna be left behind, want Christ to come back for me. He sacrificed to give you a better life. To enter half of the fight, your heart gotta be right. Witness the light from the spark in the heat of the night. Set apart from the hype, I'm the obedient type. It wasn't easy for me to grasp the concept, so I prayed over it to advance the progress. The process was simple. Got on my knees and prayed for a strong mental in a clean temple, a place that he could rest in and call his home. That was invested for me to stand tall alone, with understanding and guidance for me to keep surviving. Bounce from that lifestyle of looting and violence, whether I announce that or worship in silence. Witness me bounce back. For the Lord, I'ma spit it raw. Don't wanna be left
darkest hour, I know where my strength comes from. So I get on my knees and pray that your love will always stay. Even when I feel like turning away, one step towards you when you came sprinting my way. Don't want this love to ever fade. I'll keep holding on to your love. 'Cause even when I'm in pain, your love can make me whole again. I'll keep holding on to your love. 'Cause I know when all my trials and tribulations will be washed away. If I keep on to your love, holding on to your love, holding on to your love, keep holding on to your love, I'll keep holding on to your love.
It seems like only yesterday you was here, coping with you passing away. I endure fear to the point that I walk by faith now. My voice a weapon towards the enemy that lurk grounds. My lifestyle, a vessel to direct glory with a mic sound, blessing you with my testimony. Wasn't coincidence how this record was orchestrated. Something about the number 10, a blessing that the Lord created. A comforter, equipping me to weather the storm. More than enough to know what I need to be better for. What I forever trust my life to be guided by, helping me to level up, be set apart and sanctified. My birth father wasn't around, the streets raised me. I stopped the curse to prosper, the living given was crazy. To relive it in this song is giving me air to breathe. It won't be long till we back reunited as a family.
In my darkest hour, I know where my strength comes from. So I get on my knees and pray that your love will always stay. Even when I feel like turning away, one step towards you when you came sprinting my way. Don't want this love to ever fade. I'll keep holding on to your love. 'Cause even when
my son was born the exact day my mom died. 10 years after she passed, it was hard times. Music wasn't enough, he blessed me with my firstborn, giving me a reason why I'm living on this earth for. I had the best mom a child could ever ask for. It's a trip, it's been 20 years since you passed on. My firstborn's turning 10 on December 9th. After 20 years, true happiness is in my life. Using the gift God gave me as therapy. Now I'm convincing it's making me see with clarity. Granted with the circle that's blessed for the movement. Now I'm recognizing the test through good music. I'm a champion, more than a conqueror. Blessed with a chance to perform for the Father. Went through a hard walk in the physical. For me to make it this far, it was all spiritual.
holding on to your love, holding on to your love, holding on to your love, holding on to your
It's a blessing to feel your presence with no pain. My flow been selected to rep it the Lord's way. So I put my life on the line for this journey. As long as I walk in the light, I'm not worried. Not in the sight of how you used to seeing it. I'ma be real, reppin' Christ, producing limitless. December 9, 2018, my son is turning 10. So it's only right for me to name the album after him. 10.
In my darkest hour, I know where my strength comes from. So down on my knees I pray that your love will always stay. Even when I feel like turning away, one step towards you when you came, sprinting my way.
Yo, that almost sound like an early Kanye beat. Early Kanye.
That shit sound like it was produced by Andre Crouch.
Andre Couch.
I'm gonna say something I know. Like, look, I played the drums in church for 18 years, and I still go and play when the money's right.
Right.
I'm telling you right now, I hate gospel music. That's from the bottom of my heart. I've never liked gospel music. I like 18 years playing drums, because you know what's coming.
Right.
You know the transition, you know the words, you know they gonna quote. Right. It's like whatever. This is some dope ass shit. Man, it's like that beat. Remember, like in the 80s, BB and CC Winans, when you was in school, you was like, "Is that church music?" Right. Like we wasn't sure because it was some good ass music.
Shirley Caesar is the Busta Rhymes of gospel.
Damn.
Shirley Caesar is the Busta Rhymes of Niggas don't know Shirley be having energy, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, and she go hard on her.
You ever seen her live?
I have. That's how I know. She rocking the whole time. Ain't no dull moments with Shirley Caesar, nigga.
Man.
Busta Rhymes be on to you. We know where you got your shit from, Busta. So Shirley, rocking to the beat. That was fire, man. So that's the ninth song. So we got one song left. What's this last song about?
This last song is called "False Living."
Okay,
that's my joint.
It's produced by Tony Touch.
Tony Touch.
And,
shout out to Tony.
Man, it's just talking about how people, live this, this. People want to be on. They don't really understand what being on is, but a lot of the times I feel like they go through what they go through, like DMX, for example, and then they end up going right back to the word again, where they pretty much started, because they didn't know it wasn't what they thought it was going to be. It wasn't what it was all cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? So they just have this false, vision in their mind that it's something bigger than, and they got to do whatever it takes to get on when they don't even know what on is. You know what I'm saying?
What's on to you?
On to me, honestly, man, would be to just, make it to heaven, man, and see my family again, because money doesn't mean nothing to me like that, because I don't have my family. It won't bring my mom back. I could be a multi-millionaire and still be unhappy, and that's why you see a lot of multi-millionaires, it's still not enough for them to be happy, They can't find happiness, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's priceless, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't have a price on it, so to be able to have your peace of mind and your sanity, man, and wake up every day and realize that just seeing the sun is a blessing. I stay in Pasadena. I see the mountains every morning. That's a blessing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you could find, riches in that, you know what I'm saying? You just wealthy all the way around.
Yeah, the joys of the spirit.
Right, for real. Hey, man, these people in the comments,
I love them.
Somebody said Buster Caesar.
If I was filthy rich, I would have an album like that where I had people collabing that people would have never thought. That would be cold.
Yeah,
that'd be cold.
Like
that'd be cold.
Shirley Caesar and Busta Rhymes.
Right. Brother Lynch and
Kurt Franklin.
Hey, Fred Hammond and Meg Thee Stallion. Let the WAP begin. Right. Come on, let the WAP begin. All over the building.
Nah. See, WAP becomes We All Praise. You know what I mean? We All Praise.
Hey, Lionel Richie and Soulja Boy.
That'd be crazy, bro.
That would be crazy.
Nigga, that would be
funny, motherfucker. Yeah, man.
Nigga,
Ludacris and Donald Lawrence.
Hey, Wu-Tang and Sounds of Blackness.
I just wish Rick James was still alive, man. We pair him with anybody, that'd be good.
Oh, that beautiful, man.
Rick James, yeah.
They were still alive in the 80s. Rick James and James Cleveland.
Oh, right. Hell yeah, nigga. Man.
Herbie Hancock and Doja Cat.
Definitely do a gospel song. If he
Oh,
was
yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
He murdered. He was murdered.
Yeah.
The Fugees are mystical.
That might be alright.
That might be pretty tight though.
That might be alright. Celine Dion. And ODB.
Oh,
That
sick.
might be alright though.
Yeah, that might not be bad though.
That might not be
Might
bad.
not be
Right.
too bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
David Hasselhoff. That's his name?
Yeah, David Hasselhoff.
And Trey D. Man, that's one thing I want to have on my show. I'm such a big Trey D fan. If anybody know Trey D, record this and tell that nigga I'm one of his biggest fans. He got to come on my show. He a legend, bro.
Man.
Yeah, for real.
That'd be dope as hell. We had Trey D come down.
Oh
man.
my god.
Hey, you know, in church they sit you down. I'm gonna be sat down being on the show.
Right.
What does that even mean? Like, hey man, we have to sit you down.
It's like, you know, the funniest thing was because like in my church they used to sit people down for not tithing.
Yeah,
Church I used to go to.
Boy George and Kendrick.
Yeah. Like they would sit you down like if you got caught cheating or if you weren't tithing some shit in my old church.
Right.
Shit would be that first Sunday when they finish getting sat down.
Right.
That first
Everybody
rehearsal,
know.
they come back, they got their head up, they got a hat on like Kraig's, and they put it in their hand. Apologize. So.
Right.
Hey, my guy Murr said Charlie's a legend. What's up, Murr? Hey, man, we got to hook up, nigga. You so dope at what you do. Come fuck with the show, man. He in my life. Murr's in my life.
Now tell Murs, I'll tell what up.
That's what's up.
He got some tight stuff.
Mars, what it do?
Murr,
My guy Mars.
Oh, that's Mars?
In my
Mars.
life.
Yeah, he in both our lives. You a demon? How you pull that shit off? Nigga, everybody, he's omniscient or whatever that word is.
Omniscient.
Hey, he got the Harmony Instagram. I'm everywhere at once. Everywhere.
That's funny as a
He got the
motherfucker.
Harmony account.
Hey man, I'm gonna strip you from your title. Strip from my title.
Hey, Daryl Coley and Marilyn Manson, that would be like.
That'd be kind of crazy though.
That'd be a hell of a collab, nigga.
Oh shit.
Anita Baker and who?
Sugar free. I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking like somebody with sugar free. Anybody with sugar free.
I want to see Anita Baker in
She'll be like,
ACDC.
hey, Anita would start off like, you're on your own. The Sugar Free would be like, you damn right, bitch. You damn right, bitch. I love you, baby. I don't love that bitch. Stay with me. Hell no.
VIP with it.
Hey, but it was funny. The homie, somebody had posted like, what's one of the songs that make you cry when you hear it? Somebody posted that I'ma be on my way.
Hey, y'all know Nate Dogg had a gospel choir.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
I believe that.
Ooh.
Nate Dogg.
He had a
I can
choir.
believe that Nate Dogg.
Was he going gospel with it, or was he doing the hip hop thing with
I don't
gospel
know,
lyrics?
but, rest in peace. It's a funeral. I heard his choir sing. That was dope.
Oh.
I heard he was like, I don't know if he came out, but I know he was putting together a gospel CD before he died. I don't know if it came out or not, though.
Nate Dogg.
But Nate Dogg was his own genre.
Man,
Definitely his own genre.
These days,
Nate Dogg
you gotta
is-
be
that's it.
strapped. I'm already knowing ain't nobody got my back. These days, you gotta be down. Who said it was easy claiming dog pound?
That nigga Nate Dogg was hard, man.
Yeah. He had the gangster spirituals. That's what he had. Yeah, the spirituals. Yeah, for sure.
Man, he's definitely
Monday
missed.
to-
Man, he was like,
Yeah,
oof.
for real.
Man, he is. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg.
Yes, sir.
So this last song we doing to talk about
This last song is called False Living, produced by Tony Touch. Again, you could get the album on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, or my website, blesscirclemusic.com, all music platforms, and CharlieBereal.com.
Let's run it, man.
Check it out.
These days you got to be there. I'm already knowing everybody got my back.
False Living.
Little Rock in the house.
People fixated, advertising a false living. Put yourself in a position that's making the crowd listen. Fed, misled information with no discernment for the bread. End up red, now it's closed curtains. Nobody showed up to the service, explaining your eulogy in the service for misleading the wrong purpose. The same one disguising with rhymes you like just to make funds. They sell lies as a true light. It's deceiving, planting seeds growing with the devious pleasing the legion. We enrolled in the cold season, in the dimension not mentioned to the masses. Even when I spit it, you still don't see it as tragic. Couldn't imagine the outcome before the written, formulating the anthem, leaving them all offended. If it's hitting hard in the heart, it is what it is. The spirit of darkness is how they expecting us to live. That's how you feel. Getting paid a price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious, that's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious, what would you gain from it? A pay budget, your name buzzing. The fame wasn't what you expected, but claim loving and trick yourself into thinking it's a part of the same covenant. Seek any reason so you can blame the government. Looking for handouts, your money done ran out. Your cockiness stands out, but trying to demand clout because of your past out. You wouldn't get cashed out. You starting to lash out, turn into a man down. Only price is your soul for the role you play. Best advice, slow your roll for the goal you made. I only know today, so the choice that I make, my approach is to pray before vultures pray. Who sit and wait for my flesh to turn back to dirt. Who generate the mess and brought back the hurt that consumes every thought to distort your view. Not to pursue what you use as a tool, but block truth. That's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious, that's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious. Before you sign your name on the dotted line on the contract, can't afford to rely to let dollars define facts. You make it happen and search for an easier way out. Words with no action, too eager, and now you played out. The layout wasn't exactly what you expected, and the payout couldn't compare to Yahweh's blessing. A lesson was learned, but it was soon to be forgotten. Everything you thought was gold was doomed to turn rotten. Optical illusions of your own imagination. Not stopping confusion, so you play the role and face it like life is basic. Satan is here to erase it. Make light your foundation. Celebrations in the making for the next generation and beyond. Even the best stay patient and targeting the stars. Who we are is exactly who we settle to be. What I spit in these bars is bringing out a better me. That's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious, that's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious, that's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious, that's how you feel. Getting paid the price to act funny. So that's real. How you hide behind the cash money. Are you serious? How were you involved in it? Period. If I had to live my life fictitious.
dope as hell, man. Especially like I said, especially to be gospel.
Yeah,
it's dope for anything.
That's just a testament to the artistry. Like,
yeah.
you not corny. You know what I mean? It's like anybody trying to do gospel or anything religious music related, it goes corny quick. You know what I mean? It's just and not one moment in there was like it was just raw. It's real. You know, it had soul, spirit.
Yeah, that's what I try to aim for, just to be all the way real and just like sometimes like. I don't get the result from it that I want from it because the church isn't accepting it, or the streets isn't accepting it because it's not street enough and it's not church enough. But it's just that's why I'm like, I'm doing me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm bringing you me unapologetic, and you know what I'm saying? Just all the way me, and I want you to be yourself, and I'm gonna love you for who you are. You know what I'm saying? Straight up.
No, ain't gonna say this, man. But look, Noel Jones, Bishop Blake, all y'all mega church, throw a concert for this cat and give him a good honorarium. You feel me?
Please,
because
man.
man.
Hey, what's Noel Jones? I done hung with him. He cool as a motherfucker.
Yeah,
man.
He cool. He approachable. He the type of dude. You know, if you catch him, he'll listen.
Right.
He a decent brother for sure. You know what I mean?
Amen.
Amen.
That choir is dope, man. Noel Jones choir is dope.
Amen.
I used to play in that.
But if you go to his church, a nigga might try to holler at you. In there flamboasting, man.
Shout out to his band too at that church. My cousin Benny played there and all that. Man, them dudes are dope, man.
That band is dope.
They got a fire band.
Yeah, they got one of the best bands in the church's world. Period. To me.
Noel Jones band got one of the best bands. Period. They band is any band. Yeah.
I mean, they play for everybody. Anyway.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
They be going on the road.
What them niggas be making when they do churches like that?
I mean, the most I've heard like some, I say average because I don't know people's business, but average like $1,200 a week.
Free.
I mean, some people it varies. Like it depends on how important you are. Like niggas don't need like congos in here.
I know
you the organist. You go.
Yeah, like the music directors over $2,000 a week. Some of them depending where they at. Damn. And then like for me as a drummer, on the low end, $200 a service. That's like on the lowest. That's on the basement bottom level. You know what I mean? So if you pay for a church like that, you probably getting like $500 a service.
Yeah, I was getting $500 a week at there. I'm just a guitar player. Yeah. I'm disposable.
Yeah, that's about the range. $200 to $500 is what you get depending on how big the church is.
Oh, but the organist is the center of everything.
Yeah, in a black church. Yeah.
Wow.
Like organ
That's
and
how
drums,
I was able to buy my first.
organ and
I
drums.
would get my first car playing at a church. I was
man, tell them, Charlie.
I was like 16, 17. I don't forget when I got a Honda Civic. I was getting $175 a service out there in Faith Center. Shout out to Faith Center. That's in West Covina. Yeah.
And like it's a circuit of musicians who they just hustle. They'll play like in 3 or 4 different churches.
Yeah.
They'll scoop up 300 to 400 per church.
For real.
And they'll hit like 4 churches a Sunday.
For real.
Especially
if you're an organist.
Yeah, especially if you're
like, man, I'm about to hit that Tuesday night service. I'm about to hit I'm about to hit prayer. Yeah. You just rounding up.
Growing up, I just thought they was regular members, but we never seen them at none of this shit.
right. They be gone.
Right. We never seen none of them motherfuckers at none of this shit.
Have you ever heard of a group called Strange Fruit?
That sound like some weird gay niggas.
Nah, but
Strange Fruit, nigga. That's like they actually sound like a group of gay niggas that don't wear shoes.
That's the biggest setup.
Nah, but they actually hard though. Like they had like a Jay Dilla type of sound. You know what I'm saying? But they gospel, but they be busting though. They don't really like. You couldn't tell it was gospel unless you just really listen to it.
Where they from?
Man, they might be from Detroit. I think so. I think
they gotta change their name, nigga.
It was just called the Strange Fruit Project.
I I get the reference of lynching, but
yeah.
But nah, this was old, man. This is back at the this is back.
But everybody ain't gonna get the reference of what I'm saying.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get the reference.
It's like Backside Records, our first group. Strange.
Well, I mean,
Backside Records is no. I know what it's.
But Lil Rascal was on Grape Tree Records, so
yeah, right, yeah.
Grape Tree.
The Gospel Gangsters was on that label.
Yeah,
too.
they was.
Yeah.
So
And then they signed there, and then to Gospel Centric, it was like a joint venture.
You know, I'm not sure. I don't know all the details. I just remember the Grape Tree.
Didn't you know one of the
Gospel
Gangsters?
group?
Oh, okay.
That's the first time I ever went to the studios was with the Gospel Gangsters. Chili Chill, Solo.
And they was still gangbanging heavy, yeah.
They was still smoking weed, but they was really about church, though.
Right.
They cared about youth service on we was
They
kids.
wasn't frauds at all.
Right.
They came to youth service and performed.
That's tight.
On a Saturday, like it was like a Friday lock-ins.
Yeah, I remember the
lock-in on Friday lock-in at church.
Oh, that's dope.
They sold a lot of records.
They had a
too.
big audience.
did.
Bro.
It's like a 90s group?
They had a fan base.
Okay. Early 90s.
And they had a
Hip hop
drive-by right out
gangsters.
front at the church
Oh.
when they had the lock-in.
Targeting them?
We always had drive-bys at my church.
They were trying to shoot the hip hop gangsters
we
or the
just
gospel
was in the
gangsters?
hood.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, man. Solo.
Adams.
Oh.
You
Adams.
was it first AME? Where'd you go?
I went to
No,
Zoe. It was down the street from there. Small ass little ass church.
Yeah,
How many members?
I probably had at the time probably had like 1,000 members for 2 services.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not that
Yeah,
small.
that's
That's pretty good.
It's small now. It's on there.
Right,
Back then it was alright.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, shout out the church. They always make the best musicians for real. Like
They do.
church musicians are next level.
That's what made me want to get into music.
Same here. Like when I saw the church drummer on stage, that made me want to play the drums.
Yeah, I started off on the drums.
Yeah, black church. That's the only thing. That's the only place we got to keep our culture through all that bullshit.
It's very true. Very true.
Music, the blues, the jazz, all that got saved in church. Because if we didn't have church, we would have lost all that music.
Right.
I'm gonna start a church that is not one particular religion, and every Sunday somebody from a different religion that's black gets up and speaks.
That's pretty heavy.
Hey,
It's actually pretty heavy.
I think that'd
be
dope
hard
to get the perspective. You know,
Yeah, that'd be hard.
You know,
That's a unifying act right there. You know what I mean? Because you're not asking people to like become.
choose a side.
You know what I mean? Yeah, you're not choosing. It's just like everybody gets exposed to something different. I like that.
Speak your piece. Speak your piece, because we all experiencing this reality.
That's right.
Same struggle in a different way.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
for real. Churches definitely saved me because I wouldn't have been in the industry if it wasn't for church.
Really?
Yeah, that's where I got discovered.
Oh wow.
Donnie McClurkin came to our church when I was 13.
Really? Heard you play.
Heard me, he heard all of us. My family is big. We all play instruments. Mike Burrell, Bennett, Paysinger, TC Burrell. He came to the church. And he was just like, they already dope. Like, so he probably like, man, I'm gonna just take y'all on the road.
Damn.
And then doing that, I met Kurt. I was on tour with Kurt Franklin. Fred Hammond? Dawkins and Dawkins when there was, Yolanda Adams. So I started meeting all them, and I was always just little Charlie.
Yeah.
So I built like a name.
Did Donnie McClurkin get you into smoking weed? It's like, hey, go! Little Charlie, you want some going? Go!
Hey, could you imagine Donnie McClurkin and Blueface?
Oh! That's hilarious. No, I'm not saying he's smoking that.
Hey, Blueface gonna drop a gospel album one day. He gonna change his life around. Watch, he gonna get shot, and it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I see it. I was thinking about that like last week. He gonna do a gospel album one day.
He got that album Earth and Fire, John Kennedy.
Oh, no, that's crazy. So, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that. 13 is early.
Yeah. Straight
That's
up.
really early. You talking about
touring, bro? Like getting on flights, going to Buffalo, New York was like the first place. Texas, I was going all over the world.
Well, how old were you when you picked up the guitar?
10. Well, actually, I was playing the drums. I was messing around with little stuff, but like when I actually like had my own was when I was 10.
10.
Damn. So at 13, you on the road. See, that's dope.
That's wow.
That's dope.
That's super.
People practice a lifetime and don't get that.
Nah, hell no.
Man,
That's
I was
dope.
fortunate. I had family like that had my back too. Like my cousin Mike would be like, play this part, and I would just play the part and just stay in my lane. And I had rhythm, And you know what I'm saying? I love music. I was a drummer, so I knew how to just make it sound good. And then I had like a little swag with it. I tried to look dope.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, that little nigga killing. That's how I had to live. You know what I mean? That's people used to see me at church. It was church paid the way for that.
Salute to church, man.
Salute to the church.
Then I got fired because I was on stage with Busta Rhymes. It was like, you gotta go. You ain't saying.
Well, what happened?
Then when I got back home, when I got older, when I graduated high school, I was able to play for other people. I did Jay Leno with Busta Rhymes, Donnie McClurkin, and it was like, you can't play for me no more, bro. You got to get saved. Man, that's how I was back then. Like,
it's a little better now, but back
it's a little better now.
90s?
2000. Because it don't look good for his brand if your guitar player playing for woo-ha, nigga.
Busta Rhymes don't talk about no crazy stuff.
But it's just that they got that perception. It's the world's music is what they say.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if Donnie was a hater like that, man.
I was considered a rebel for doing that. Like, my dad had to really talk to me like, man, like, I was always meant to do gospel music, but my dad talked to me like, hey, man, as long as you ain't, like, your heart is pure and you ain't doing that, he's like, they paying you? I was like, yeah, they paying me. He's like, they paying you a lot.
He always
like,
do that voice about his dad.
If my dad didn't tell me, that's how he said it. It's like, they paying you. He said,
he always do the voice
they do the same thing in church. If people doing the same thing in church, it ain't no different. So if they paying you, you go get that money. Next time, you make sure nothing happened to my son.
Right. Fucking everybody.
He told that to everybody. Walk up on everybody.
Man, everything. That's real talk.
I was so young, like, man, you make sure nothing happened to my son. He have his pistol.
Man, right. That's a beautiful thing, man. That's a blessing, man. Is Donnie still alive?
Yeah. I love Donnie. He's a cool dude.
Shout out to Donnie, man. My mom play his music all the time.
Yeah.
Shout out to Donnie.
Good dude,
yeah,
man.
fire.
Cool.
I wonder if is it still like that where they trip on that?
I think everybody's compromised their whole views on that because you can't say nothing about gay people. You can't talk about nobody. So now, like, look at gospel now. They all like they hyphy, they hip hop, everything.
Yeah.
I don't think people care no more. I mean they do, but you can't say nothing. Like, you can't. And on the pulpit, you can't say nothing. Kim Burrell was about to blow up. She was about to do the Ellen show. They put an old clip of her saying something bad about, like, she was just saying, like, homosexuals going to hell, whatever. And she dang near got blackballed. She was doing Hidden Figures, the movie. She had the title song with Pharrell and all that stuff. They had an old clip of her talking about homosexuals. Ellen DeGeneres was like, she'll never be on my show again. And she did a whole segment on that. So I think now, like, gospel people are like, they scared to talk out. I mean, that's just my opinion. Because I see I look at TV, I be seeing a lot of collaborations. Like,
well, I mean, they let Snoop do a gospel album. So that
exactly. And Nicki Minaj, he won an award. And Nicki Minaj did a song with Tasha Cobbs. They did it in the middle of all that beef with Cardi B. So if you go on YouTube, you're gonna see Nicki Minaj shaking her, whatever, and then the next song she got a song with Tasha Cobbs.
I remember it being a big deal on the Michael Jackson Bad album when Andre Crouch did the Make That Change video with Michael Jackson.
He did do that, huh?
He got heat for that?
Andre Crouch acquired 6.
But he got heat for that? That's disgusting. I'm sorry. They was mad at him for Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson was in the world. I was like, that's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
They was
and
it's back in the day. You get stoned, dude. I took heat for that in my family, bro.
Yeah,
I took heat, like, just feeling a certain way, being looked at, like, feeling like I ain't saved, being called a rebel and all that. I'm like, hey, man.
Rebel.
Man, that's
real.
That is crazy.
Man, I want to thank you, Noy, for coming on the show, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, man.
Man, it's all love, man. You know, part of selling records is you got to be amongst the people, man. They got to get to know you.
Definitely.
That's right.
Bigger than the music.
Yeah.
They got to like you to buy it from you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all go out there and buy that album. Tell them where they can find it again.
And they can find it on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. But I prefer that you get it off my website and buy it off my website, blesscirclemusic.com. Or you can hit the Cashapp, hit my Cashapp, the $1 the one Noy. You know what I'm saying? Or you could get it off of CharlieBereal.com. Man, support the movement, man. You know
get it off his website.
It's definitely a movement to move with. That's real.
Yes.
So,
man,
thank you for having me, Kraig, for real.
It's all good, man. Last week he said, man, I want to do a show, but I want to do it by myself. Nobody on this motherfucker. I mean, all the other niggas cool and shit, but I wanted to shit. I got you, my niggas. Love you, man. Tell them where they can find you, man.
Man, they can find me on Instagram at The Real Nahil.
I want to hear that guitar, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, I'm just now stepping into this space where I'm returning to like focusing on music, you know, in terms of like just finding myself returning to my passion and, you know, producing more. So I'll be back here with some songs, you know. I'll be back. Yes, sir. I'll be back. You know, saying that publicly, and I'll be back.
On the way out, if you want to play on the way out, you can.
Yeah.
It's up to you, man. Take us out, man.
Shit.
Tell them where to find you at, though.
Where to find me? All right. Oh, yeah, Instagram. Find me on Instagram right there.
Take a shirt off, play the stuff.
Man. All I'm going to play is some shit that's going to get you copyright infringed.
You can find Kraig's hat as a collection plate at your local church. Hell yeah.
See, all I'm going to do is just vibe with some chords, you know, since we're here.
Yeah, let's vibe, man. We're gonna go out to the guitar, man.
Yeah.
Tell them where they can find you, Noy.
You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, you know, Tidal, YouTube. I actually got some new music out. I got an album called Unspoken that just came out. Got a new single, I Can't Play, with a video on YouTube. And then I'm actually just dropped another single called Increase. I'm doing the video for that on Wednesday. Man, check me out, support it, man. Go on blesscirclemusic.com and purchase merchandise, you know, like the 10 shirts, you know, mask, you know, man, just support the movement, man. It's a good, positive movement, man, for real, powerful.
Yeah. Hotepbitch.com. Hey, I just recorded my first live drum sample packs. I just got them back this morning. They sound dope as hell. I don't know where I'm gonna be uploading them at yet, but I'm gonna let y'all know sometime next week where to find them hoes. But I've been listening to them. They dope as hell.
That's
all right, it's funky as hell. It's soul.
I'm a cop. So.
It's soul. All right, so yeah, holla at me. Hotepbitch.com. Solid, John. Sucker. Dig it. Kraig's nose is wide as a water hole. Jack. Solid. Charlie, you tell them where they can find you, man.
Man, I want y'all to sign up to my Patreon, man. If y'all want to hear unreleased music, CharlieBereal's Patreon. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, all of that. CharlieBereal, like the hat. Get that unreleased music, man. Patreon, sign up.
Get that unreleased. Look, man, Kraig Facts should be on tomorrow. Tune in at 3:30. Look, if you have an album and you want to do a release, go to thekraigsmith.com. Fill out the contact info. You could do an album release with us as well, man. With me, CharlieBereal, and the whole host of dope-ass musicians, man. We support, man. Give us an opportunity to let the world hear your music. You know what I'm saying?
Real talk.
If I owe you something, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. But if you want it, you can get it from God. God!
Hey, that's dope, man. That's dope.